Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, and that's the Pecos River. And this is a roadside park with a scenic overlook. And you can actually park here and camp overnight because I noticed several people doing it. And anyway, I'll just show you what we got here. It's just right off Highway 90 going west from Comstock, Langtree, headed towards Sanderson. Not much here, really. Just a lot of brush, and but yeah, it's a scenic overlook, pretty place. And for you guys that are traveling out here, if you're looking for a place to take a break, this would do it. And with that in mind, we'll get back in the Class C now, and we'll go across that bridge that you see right there, because we loop around and then we go back across the river toward Sanderson. I know you wanted to know that, and that's why I stopped here, because it's very important that you know that. Now I got to shut my door and get all my stuff going here, and put this in the holder. Yeah, this Class C RVing, guys, is pretty damn nice, I'm telling you. There's something to be said about having your home on wheels here and cruising along. So yeah, we'll I got it fairly straight. So let me take the brake off, put the steering wheel down, be sure the door is latched, put it in gear, and then we proceed, okay? Nothing to it. Yeah, that guy there's got a beautiful view out his back door there in that van. I mean, it is awesome. Yeah, that's the way to do it. You know, I've often thought about getting a van, but not now, because what I'd have to pay for a van and get it set up would be more than I paid for this. But see, you can see straight ahead there the scene, but there's not much water in the Pecos River. It's just a little stream. It's never been a really big river. Years ago, when the ranchers were moving cattle north to the Dodge City, Kansas, and other places, the old trail drives, this was one of the rivers that they crossed to water the cattle as they were traveling west. So we'll cruise around here. There's some old buildings out here straight ahead. I don't know, it looks like they had a little, I don't know what not a subdivision really, but they sold some property in there, that rancher did. It'd be interesting to find out more about that, but I don't see any signs at all. They've got it fenced in. But yeah, this is a really scenic little area here, and this is the way I like to travel. I'm in no hurry. I got all day, so I just pulled off over here and took a little break, fixed me up a snack of my dark chocolate almonds and my green tea. I already had it ready, and we're just kind of cruise around here until we get back to Highway 90. It's a windy little road. It's about probably a full mile off of Highway 90 to get to that little rest stop. But there's a sign coming from either direction telling you that there's a rest area here, so you won't miss it. And this is why it takes me so long to get anywhere, because I'll pull, if I see something interesting, I'll pull over and stop for a while. I was there about 15 minutes and then decided I'd do a short video to let you guys see what I see. Beautiful day. Temperature right now shows to be 64 degrees. So far there's very little wind. What wind there is a helping wind. Yeah, when you leave Del Rio, actually, yeah, it's about 100 miles to Sanderson, or 120 miles to Sanderson, and that's your first stop for gasoline, 120 miles away. I'll let these cars come by and then I'll move on. While I'm waiting, I'll have a bite of my stuff here. Muy bueno. Yeah, there's not much out here, guys. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. For me, it's scenic. I like it. Pretty good road. Highway's it's okay, not too rough. But on the old cattle drives years ago, this is a canyon here, so they had to go south, I guess it was, several miles to get across the river and then come back north. We're headed west. There's another pull out there. You can't camp there though. Crossing the Pecos River. Take this little road to the right, well, it's further up here, not right here, and it'll take you down pretty close to the river if they haven't closed it off. So we're getting on a little rougher road now. Yeah, I think you can take a right there. It's open. Looks like it's open. I don't know if you can camp there or not. We're cruising along at 50. I'm fixing to move up to Warp 3, which is 55. And we're averaging 9.9 miles per gallon. I reset it. It's gradually been coming up. It'll probably get to 10 or 10.1, and then that's as high as it'll go. That'll be the average at 55 miles an hour. 50. Actually, I really move up to speed. I get up to 57. So this is day 2 of the new adventure, and yeah, I just feel totally, I don't know, relaxed. I don't know. It's just a good feeling for me, guys, to be out here just going where the hell I want to go and my own schedule. And I know there's hundreds of thousands of people doing the same thing, and that's good. I'm good. I'm glad with that. This is Wednesday morning. Temperature right now shows to be 62 degrees. Not bad. As you can see, perfectly clear skies. And very little, if any, wind. Now tomorrow, unfortunately, when I leave out of wherever I'm going to be, I'm not sure where that is yet, but when I leave out heading west, northwest, I'm probably going to be heading into a pretty good headwind all day long, for the whole drive. Not any way to avoid it. I mean, I could lay over another day somewhere. I thought about that, and I still might. There's certainly no hurry. We're tacking 1,600 RPMs at 57 miles per hour in my 6-liter Chevy chassis Class C motorhome. Gasoline. The gas prices have come down a little bit. They'll still come down some more as oil prices come down. It shows they're still dropping down. So yeah, if oil prices will get back down around $80 a barrel, gasoline be $2.80 to $3.20 depending on where you are. You know, that's, I guess, you know, you can get used to a sharp stick in your eye if you leave it there long enough. So you can get used to higher gasoline prices if they leave them there long enough, because you ain't got no damn choice. You know, one thing I like about this basic chassis that I got, this Chevy 2500 Express chassis, is it's really basic. You know, it's got a manual air conditioner. You know, you adjust the heat control manually. You don't set a temperature, and it really works great. And it's just really simple. It's got power windows though, power steering, power brakes, tilt wheel. What railroad tracks right off to the right there. Amtrak travels that railroad, that track right there. Those cars you see, they're hauling, actually they're hauling new cars. That's why they've got those panels on the side, so the kids can't spray paint the cars and damage them, but they still do. Those little buildings there on the right, believe it or not, that used to be a little store and stuff years ago, about the 1950s. There's a car behind me. I don't know why they don't pass, but never mind. There's not much traffic on this road. Actually, there's two cars on this road, and they're right here together. Here comes the third one right now. There's something in the highway there. But, you know, there's not much roadkill out here either. You know, for an animal out here to get hit by a car is like winning the lottery twice in the same day. There's just not that many cars, and there are not that many animals. There's a few deer, mule deer out here. Mule deer, as compared to white-tailed deer in central Texas, the mule deer is just bigger. You know, a mule deer will field dress possibly 150 to 180 pounds, and a white-tailed deer, you'd be lucky to get one that can field dress 80 to 100. Do you care about that? No. Why am I telling you about it? I have no clue. I just can't think of anything else to say. I mean, I would say something about the countryside around me, but it's been like this for an hour and a half already. Yeah, I've been out here a lot, and you know, it's from here. I may go to Fort Stockton. I'm not sure. I might just go ahead and go all the way to Van Horn. Because if I get into Van Horn, there's a Dairy Queen there, a little hamburger place that has a huge parking lot, and the truckers pull in there and stop, and that's probably one of the downsides, is they pull in there and leave their trucks running while they're sleeping, and depending on which way the wind's blowing, sometimes you get a little diesel smell, and the other thing is, you're not too far from Interstate 10, so you get a little road noise. So then you ask old Rusty, why in the hell is he going to go there and stay? I don't know, just for the hell of it, just so I can be aggravated. You know, I have to practice being aggravated, because sometimes I forget how to do it. You know, somebody will think they're making me mad, and I forget how to get mad. You know? Somebody will think, boy, that ought to make him mad. Hell, I don't even know what they're talking about half the time. But here we go, guys. We're on the road here, and God darn, ain't this fun for me. Yes, it is, and I hope it's fun for you. For those of you that are living your life vicariously through my travels, but bless your hearts and all your other parts. Because I have to tell you, as long as I can do this, you know, I've met some people in their middle 80s and stuff out here recently, and the whole deal hinges on your health, and I think doing this allows you to be a little more healthy, because I think you're a little more active. You're exercising your brain and stuff, and I don't know. It may be true. I don't know. But here we are on Highway 90 heading west. The next town is Sanderson, and we're probably a good hour and a half. Well, maybe not that far. We're probably an hour out of Sanderson, Texas. There's no cell phone signal out here at all. None. You know, it says emergency calls only, but you can dial 911 on your phone. When it says that, you're not going to get anything. If there's no cell signal, there is no cell signal. In the same way with this medical alert device that I have, I tried it, and it says calling, and got nothing. Then it couldn't make a connection. So the medical device, it is only as good as the cell phone signal or the cell phone company that you're dealing with. You know, so you know that's the way it is. You know, how many years did I live without a cell phone? 55. because that's the way it was. You know, if you had a breakdown, you just had to, and you couldn't fix it yourself. You had to just wait for somebody to stop or a highway patrolman to come by, because there was no way to contact anybody. You had to get into town and find somebody. So that is a big improvement for the cell phone. You can, if you have a cell phone signal, dial 1-800-COME-FIX, and they'll do it. I use Good Sam roadside emergency. I've never had to use it. It's about $100 a year, a little more expensive than most of them, but it has some features I like. In other words, if I died in another state, they actually, as part of the roadside service, will ship the body back to wherever. And does that matter? Not to me. Will my family members remember that? No. Shit. You know, they won't remember. I've told them, but you know, they won't remember it. Maybe I can come back and tell them. Well, anyway, guys, I'll end this exciting video. This is Rusty78609 saying thumbs up, carpe diem, on the road again. Adios, bye-bye. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind. And if there's, you know, if there's something you think that you might enjoy doing in life and you have the financial wherewithal and the health to do it, then get out there and do it, man. My opinion. That old van guy there's got him a van with 2 bicycles, and I don't know what all he's got there. But yeah, he's a camper man.